Okay, hi guys. This is Jared. I'm back with another little video about Space Age Pop, and here I'm going to show you how you might put together one of the construction kits. There's documentation included that kind of walks you through this. It's pretty easy, but there are a few little things to know. Just kind of maybe a little bit about how the files are labeled. There'll be a number that'll tell you what kit each sample goes with, something that tells you whether it's the wet or dry mix, which instrument it is, and then this is the important part, what section of the song. That means like the loops that go together will all have the same number, and then you have the tempo at the end of the file name. So the first thing to do is to create, a new project in your DAW. I'm going to work in Pro Tools today, but these are WAV files, so they'll work with anything. Then we want to set the tempo of your project to the tempo of the kit. So I think I'm going to do the kit called Baby Martian. So I'm going to set my tempo to 150. And the next thing I'm going to do is import all the audio files. So, if you think you might not need all of them, you could just take the ones you need, but I'm just going to grab them all for this um, tutorial, whatever we're calling this walkthrough, put them in here. And then I've already created a bunch of audio tracks. So you need to create a bunch of stereo audio tracks in your DAW where the audio files are going to go. And we're just going to drag them out instrument by instrument. So I'm going to maybe label this as going to be bass. And then in Pro Tools, I'm going to go to timeline drop order left to right so that when I grab all the bass samples, they will just come out one after another in the timeline. I think in Ableton, if you hold Command while you drag files out, it does that. So that's that. Then I'll go do the same for the Bossa guitar. Wait, I'm going to be in, yes, I forgot. You want to be in grid mode or snap mode, whatever your DAW calls that kind of thing. So I'll put the guitar out. I'm going to put the drums. And then, okay, here's the first little special case. See how this hollow body guitar, it has section 1, 2, 5, and 6. It doesn't play in every section. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, and then the 5 and 6 are at the end. So it doesn't play there. Lap steel, the organ. So again, you just do this for every instrument. I'm going to leave the percussion to the end because I want to show you a little something. Trombones and trumpets. Okay, so now if I press play, we should basically hear the demo track. Oh no, and the percussion. Sorry, I was going to do that last. Here it is. So let's check this out. A little intro. So that's basically it. I'm just going to show you a couple little, and it's mentioned in the documentation, couple little special cases. Let's see. Additional alternate samples not heard in the demo. So right now in the demo, in that section, you only hear the organ playing, the melody. But here, I have the trumpets and trombones playing it, so that's like an extra thing. So you could either go back and forth between them, layer them like it's playing right now, do whatever you want with that. We went over the things where, like, down here, where a missing section. It's not really missing. It's just that that instrument doesn't play during this middle section here. Another thing I wanted to show you. Let's look at this sample right here. This is the lap steel. It's a sound that, naturally wants to play across the bar line, the sort of phrase line. So, if you had just loaded in only one of these samples, it might feel a bit cut off. So if you see anything where maybe the sample seems like the loop seems like almost empty. There's probably just a little snippet either right before the end of the sample that's going to go into the next one, or right at the top that's sort of the ring out from something that was played in the last loop. So you just put them next to each other in the timeline and you get the complete sound. Like right here, this rings out. We didn't want that to feel cut off and unnatural. So that's kind of the way that is. And then I was just going to show you that there are, I put in the whole percussion submix, but if we went in here and you scroll down, there's another little folder here, percussion individual instruments. So we could pull all of these in and rebuild the percussion section, to your liking. So if you don't want to have the cowbell or whatever, you could just do the same process again of dragging these out individually, and then you'll have full control over the percussion section. I'm just gonna close this one for now because I think that's really all there is to it. I mean, of course, you could then, group these tracks and if you want to make the thing longer, you could just duplicate whole sections, move them around, make the bridge come first, do whatever you want. For every construction kit, there's an intro, at least one A section, a B section, another A section, or sort of out, middle eight, and then a full-on ending. Because having been a media composer for a long time here in New York, it's just so frustrating to me when a sample pack doesn't have like all those elements. It just makes it, a kind of a pain in the neck. So that's the basic one. I'm just gonna pause, and when I come back, I'll have another kit loaded up that just has a little couple special cases about the endings for the slower songs. Okay, so I'm back here and I've loaded up the kit called Rings of Saturn, and these samples have, if you zoom in here, you'll notice that, or if I look in the Finder, the drums final ending is at a slightly slower tempo than the rest of the track. Not just the drums, every loop for section 6 in this case, because it had a natural sort of slower moment at the end. So it's always indicated by the actual tempo being different and this rit for retard. So you need to go find section 6 and just put in a new tempo with that new tempo for the end. So if we play through this and I put a click track in, I'm gonna have to bring these down a little bit so we can hear the click. You'll see that it's making that tempo change. Yeah, so that's all. No big deal. Just wanted to make you aware that some of them do change tempo for that last section of the tune. Okay, so I think that's it. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment or just email us through the website. And I hope you can get some good use out of this library. See you in the next time.